I'm going to give you an Upwork cover letter that you can use word for word even if you're a total beginner who's never won a single Upwork job. Before we get into the cover letter itself, first I'm going to tell you my story of how I discovered what I was doing wrong as a beginner trying to win my first Upwork job. I started out on Upwork just like you. No client reviews, no Upwork job history. I uploaded a photo, entered some work experience, and a 2-paragraph profile description. Then I just started sending proposals, one after another after another. I sent over 100 proposals and didn't get a single response. I spent over $50 on Connect and I almost gave up, but my family was depending on me to succeed and I had to make it work, so I had to figure out where I was going wrong. First, I looked at my Upwork profile. I had basically copy-pasted my LinkedIn profile. It was a disaster, absolutely terrible. So I thought, why not improve my profile by learning from the best? So I signed up for a course on sales copywriting, and by the time that I read through step 1, I knew exactly what I was doing wrong. My profile was focused on me, not on my client. I do this, I help with that, I use these systems to get the job done. The one thing that I learned, assume that your potential client doesn't care about you. They care about themselves. So I totally overhauled my profile and changed it from me focused into client focused. Then I started sending out Upwork proposals again. I sent about 20 more proposals and I got a response. It was magical. It made me incredibly happy. I felt like I was on top of the world, but they didn't hire me. So maybe overhauling my profile helped, but it wasn't everything. I went back to the drawing board. This time, I looked at my Upwork hourly rate. Was it my rate that was scaring people off? I had listed my rate at what I wanted to be making, but that got me wondering, what are other people doing? I did a bit of searching and it looked like I was charging around about what everyone else was charging in my space. I thought, well, this is normal, so I'm trying to charge what they charge, right? Clearly the other people who were already on Upwork had an advantage over me. They'd been on Upwork for a long time and had a ton of reviews. I didn't. At this point, I had to win work to just get started earning. So I dropped my hourly rate to half of what I'd normally want to charge. But then I was like, wait a second, what if I get locked into a job where I'm working for cheap and it's like an enormous project? I want to work, but I don't want to work for a low price forever. But maybe once I get some good feedback like the other people have, then clients will see I'm good and I can raise my rate. So at the same time I lowered my rate, I also decided to stop bidding on big jobs until I could charge a higher price. So I started sending proposals again. I sent another 32 proposals, and guess what happened? I got 2 potential clients sending me messages, but they both hired someone else. But instead of just accepting the loss and keep trying, I did something different this time. I gently asked the potential client why she hired someone else, and she told me the other freelancer showed me some work examples that showed he was a better fit. Wow. I didn't have any Upwork clients, so I didn't have any work examples to be able to show. So I thought, how am I supposed to show work examples when I don't have any clients? That's when I checked out my profile again and I discovered something incredible. You don't have to have an Upwork client in order to upload work examples. A work example could be just something I made. I felt like I had the golden ticket at this point. Since I didn't have any clients, I just made up an imaginary project, pretended that I had a client, and just started making some examples of work that I might do if I had a client who needed that job done. They weren't amazing, but I wanted to make them as good as I possibly could so that potential clients could see that I knew what I was doing. I went ahead and created 3 solid work examples for the kinds of jobs I was trying to apply for, and I uploaded them to my profile. So at this point, I had revamped my profile, lowered my rate, stopped applying to big jobs, created solid work examples, and I even dropped a like on this video. Now it was down to the final frontier, my cover letter. I took everything I learned from my sales copywriting training and put all of my effort into writing awesome cover letters. I made sure that I customized every cover letter, focused on the client and their frustrations, showed them I was motivated and excited to work together, showed them examples of the work that I could do for them, and gave them a super clear next step to take if they wanted to work with me. And you know what happened? I won my first Upwork job. Here's the free cover letter I promised. It's all yours, but only if you promise to do the same things that I did first. Here it is. Hey Jane, this project sounds really exciting. I know it can be a rocky road to finding the right Shopify developer that has the skills you need and who is actually motivated to work closely with you, and that you can trust to get the job done right the first time. I'm not like most others who take on as many clients as they can, then run off and disappear for weeks at a time. Instead, I intentionally target a smaller, select group of clients that I can work closely with so we can get the exact results you're looking for without you having to struggle through it every step of the way. So if you're looking for a motivated, safe set of hands to take the weight of this project off your shoulders and work with you to get the job done right, then let's have a chat. Here's how. Send me an Upwork message, then on Upwork messages, click that green schedule a meeting button, choose 45 minutes and I'll confirm a time slot. That way we can hop on a strategy call to discuss your project further and make sure we're a great fit to work together. Looking forward, Tom. P.S. I did a bit of background research and I think your business is really great. This is an awesome opportunity to totally overhaul your website and do a great job converting potential customers into actual sales. More to discuss on our call though. See you in the next video.